Welcome back to Queen Beauty Podcast with your co-host. I am Quandris, Queen of Moments.
And I'm Elise, the queen of the connections and the vibes. And remember, you can hear this episode and more by visiting our website, www.queenbeautypodcast.com, expedia.com. Remember that?
You silly. It's December. This episode is airing somewhere between Thanksgiving. We had the Stranger Things final season that just came out, which at least I know you're not watching, but I am bonding with Michael and I am watching.
You watched
It's a
it
big,
twice.
big old deal.
You watched
Huh?
it twice already.
Because I had to watch it with my husband, so it was because he missed the first. I know Stranger Things, whether I want to or not. Um, and what else? Oh, the Christmas movies coming out. I'm here for all of the Christmas movies.
Okay, so you're into Stranger Things, which is strange and great. I, my friend, I'm into the Christmas stories, and they never get old. So this
Never.
holiday season, I am really into, like, I don't know, I feel like everybody's seen them, but now I'm into the Tia Mowry and the Kelly Rowland specials that they got going on. So I just watched last weekend on Thanksgiving weekend a Very Merry Beauty Salon. And then
Yes.
that was with Tia Mowry. Apparently it came out last year. And then a Merry Little Christmas with Kelly Rowland. It's
Oh, I love
super
that
cute.
one. Yes, it's
I
like
love
it's
it.
becoming like an annual tradition for me to watch that, and both of them because there's two. There's
Yes.
two parts, so and I love both of them.
So I didn't know about the two-part one out. Now, I find ones every year because there's so many of them. I give me a
Right.
solid five. Like I'm not going to binge watch all of them. So give me a solid five. And then there's this one where this woman is in like Paris for one night. And she's a workaholic, and her sister challenged her to what was it? Go out and have fun in Paris. And of course,
Right.
girl meets guy, guy likes girl. Something bad's about to happen, and I hadn't gotten there yet. But it's called like champagne problems.
Okay, I'm here for all of it. It's so predictable, and I love all of the predictability in it, and it's so I just love it. I'm gonna watch every last one of them every single year.
Well, look, I'm in my Christmas bag, so that's all I care
Yes,
about.
absolutely. So, okay, we want to take y'all back really quick to 2021, April to be exact. And
Oh,
at that time, we were talking about, dare I say, stimulus checks
stimulus.
and vaccines, all the things, and the verses battles. I think it was the Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Everybody did
Look,
like a versus battle.
2021 was the brand in 2020. I guess 2021 was the Brandy Monica. Now they on a whole tour.
They
They
on
got
a
a whole
whole
tour now.
tour
They
because
got a versus
yes, because if
too.
we here for it. Oh my goodness. I loved all those verses. I'm loving that they on tour now. I mean, what a world that was though. I mean, it seemed like it's like long, long, long time ago. It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't,
But man, it was crazy.
but we bring that up for a reason because that, my friend, was the last time that we had our very special guest on our podcast. So we are so excited to welcome her back today, you all. We are welcoming a woman, okay, who has shaped the running community in ways that are both relevant and historic. She is what I call the Beyonce of the road race community because of the intentionality, the excellence, and the
Yes.
culture centered around joy in every single event. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the founder and the force behind Running Nerds LLC, the visionary producer of almost 15 years of unforgettable race experiences. Dare I say, the world's largest Black and woman owned half marathon and 5K that we love to call the race, okay, for the culture, by the culture. Put your fist up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have my partner, my friend, my whole mentor, my whole vibe. I've been working with her for over a decade. Tess is back with us again, talking about international things and more today. So help us welcome back Tes Sobomehin Marshall. What's up?
Hey,
Woohoo! Hey Tess.
what's up? Good to be here.
It is good to
Oh
have
my
you
goodness, we're
back.
so happy to have you here again.
Yes. Well, I just got to start right off with there are three merry little Christmases.
Oh gosh, I'm all the way.
There is
Wait, the
the
wedding,
wedding, and the baby.
the baby.
And then I just Googled there is a fourth one in production. Merry Little Christmas Vacation. So, at least you
Oh,
got some time to get yourself caught
All
up
right.
on
I'm
the
here for
I
little
it.
got two
series.
more to watch. It takes me watching TV is like a chore, y'all, for me.
Yeah, same here. Same here. But during the holiday season, these Christmas movies are almost like background noise for me. So I've seen all the ones you mentioned. So
Oh,
that was my biggest takeaway from y'all intro. So
Love it.
I love that. Okay, so now I got some things to do. I got
you
some
got some
homework.
catching up to do, yeah.
I thought I was getting relevant. I went my whole auntie bag, but no, Tess, we really, really are excited to have you on today. Black Friday after Thanksgiving, we did. You did the race did some historical things, didn't they?
Once again, I guess the people really like our little race.
Our merry, oh wait, our
Our
merry
little race. Come on
Our
now.
merry little race. Ooh, Kelly Rowland, merry little race. I don't know.
Plug,
Let's think about
plug.
it.
That is hilarious because I think the last time we were on the podcast, we were talking about if we want to ever get subpoenaed by Beyonce, we'll be really, really happy. So Kelly, let's
Come on,
do a merry little race.
let's
I
go.
love it. I'm tagging her.
After your Christmas vacation, you turn around and start training for your first half marathon. I love
I'm
it.
I
with
love
that.
Yeah,
it.
let's do it.
We're going to Bermuda.
Oh, hey,
But I'm
bring her on.
Merry little Bermuda.
love it.
No, but yeah, I was super excited to obviously be a part of the Black Friday event that you hosted with the race registrations. Over 1,200 registrations. The race weekend is freaking phenomenal. So excited
Yes.
that to be part of something that you have. I would say like the architect, the builder behind, and you pour so much emphasis in the community and making an impact, and it's showing. And so just to be people being like, yo, I'm on it. You have families signing up. I think you said somebody was like signing up their whole family in real time. That's
Yes.
crazy. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's humbling every year to see it catch fire and grow. Not very many races can get people to commit that far in advance. And it's not even about like the price or, you know, it's not that it's gonna like sell out. So, you'll get the races that have like the lotteries, the ones that have a limited registration, and then you have ones that maybe they do some kind of $20
Yeah.
registration fee or something. But, we're, moderately priced. We're not gonna sell out on day one, but people are really excited about being one of those Black Friday registrants. Like they take a lot of pride in that. And then every year at the end of the race weekend, there's so much excitement built up. I suspect, and I don't think we're gonna do this anytime soon, but I suspect if we opened up registration literally the day of the race, it would probably be maybe even more. Like I think there would be some excitement. People cross the finish
Exactly.
line and sign up. So,
I
but
feel like that's
anyway,
a
yeah,
challenge. I
it's
feel like that's
humbling.
a
I think that's yeah, that humbling is the best word I can think of because if people really understood the back end work, I think people really think that we're like in some like corporate high rise
challenge.
putting on this event, but it's all done from the headquarters
Listen,
right here in Atlanta.
you are where
So
you are in your mind. Okay, the headquarters is
yes,
our own little high rise.
our
How
little
dare
high
you?
rise. Yes.
Well, I
I
was
love
excited to be
it.
part of it, and I mean, I'm the only thing that I was disappointed in, to be honest, Tess, was the fact that I missed out on getting $26 and watching Isla, your daughter. So, that really hurt my feelings. That part of
Yeah,
it.
we'll figure out another way for you to spend some time with her.
So for those who don't know, so the race team, we were in the back end on Black Friday taking bets on what the final registrations look like by midnight on
Yes.
Black Friday. And so, I was in the running until what? I felt like I was going to win until like about maybe 10:30
Until you
until
didn't.
I did it.
Yes.
Right.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Until you did
So
it.
no, my favorite part of that was I can't remember who said it. It was like you got to be up at midnight when it actually hits the number. So I was struggling to stay up till midnight, But our final number, and this hopefully this will stand the test of time. Our final number was 1167.
What?
Wait, first of all,
No, I'm sorry. That was not the final number. I just wanted to do that. That was my prediction.
but,
Okay,
My
okay.
prediction was
won.
1167. The final number was 1189, I believe it was, or
Right,
69. Yeah.
right. So
So
how
I
does
won
Tess
because I was the
win the beat?
closest.
She won the
Yes.
bet, y'all. She won.
Yes, I won the bet.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's amazing. And I love being just in the environment of the race. It's so cool. If you don't know about that, we're going to drop information about it. Definitely in the link. You want to go. It is the place to be in Atlanta that first weekend in October. And it is nothing but amazing. You are going to love it. You're going to tell somebody about it. And you will be back every single year thereafter. I
Sure.
promise you.
For sure.
And I heard you bring up Isla a little bit, and that's great because it segues right into our topic. I think the last time we were on here, you were pregnant with Isla, right, Tess?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It was 2020
No,
or
Yeah.
2021.
2021. You were
Yeah,
like
early.
far into it.
it was
Yeah,
April of 2020.
that I was very pregnant in April of 2021.
Yep, yep. It was oh man, it was a time, and I think that you were navigating, trying to think about what it was going to be like, and all of the different things, and so in preparing for Isla, what right now surprised you the most
Mm.
over the last few years when it comes to
Oh
motherhood and just
gosh.
navigating the the uncertain world, everything that's been going on? What surprised you
Yeah,
most
I
this
mean,
year?
I wouldn't say there's nothing that's been surprising because everything is new. I'm first time mom and she's our only child. So I think the thing that is kind of fun and also hard to navigate is just how every stage is different. Like she got her own little personality. As much as we want to be like, yeah, she got that from her dad, or she got that, she got her own thing going. Like she is not just like me or her dad. She is herself. And she started school this year, so that's been really fun. But she got a little personality. She got her little life and her little interests. She just found out yesterday that she made the drama club, so she's going to be doing
Are
drama,
you
and
serious?
she's starting in January. Yep. So
That's
she
so
had a whole
cool.
I
audition
love
and
that.
found out that she got into the they're gonna do a Black History Month play. So they gotta start going to, so it's her first little after school club. And I'm like, this is pre-K. Like this is just the beginning.
We love it. I love that so much. And she is her
I
own
do too.
person. She's I love spending time with Isla. I feel like the best experiences with Isla, just from my own auntie experience, is when she runs up and gives me a hug every single time. It is
Yeah.
that big old runner. It's just like a hug. I'm like, yes, you're so sweet.
The energy.
Yes.
Did she find her role? What would you call her role for at Running Nerds? Because I know when we last had our podcast, she was like, "I wonder what role she gonna take. She gonna have to find her role in Running Nerds. What role would she play?"
Well, let's see. I mean, she in her mind, she is a director because she'll tell you that she's the director. Um,
That is
and she
hilarious.
started her own foundation called the
Oh.
Princess Foundation. So she's always trying to like sign people up to be. So I'm thinking that's leading me towards like marketing, communications, fundraising.
Okay.
So she might be more on the nonprofit side
Okay.
once she starts to establish those skills, and then content creation, digital marketing. I think those would be things she'll be interested in.
Oh my
I love
goodness.
it. I
I
can see that
absolutely
already.
adore.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, she sounds like she has that leadership side to her coming shining through. I'm
Right.
here for
Yeah,
all of that.
for sure.
Like, what is one moment do you say from this season of your life that made you say, if at all, I am not the person I was in 2021?
Oh, well, I mean, obviously, motherhood. I mean, it changes you so much, changes your focuses. And I think all of us can say, we've gotten more mature. Some things just aren't as important. Being at every event, being at every grand opening, being at everybody's. Like, I was thinking the other day how I used to be the main one making sure everybody got their happy birthday
Yeah.
wishes, doing a full post. And like, I didn't even post a happy birthday for my best friend. I just sent her a message like, "Hey, happy birthday, girl." We did something for it. But so like having like this like polished social media presence, I've never really been super big with it, but
Mm-hmm.
um it's just not that important. And then you realize like once you kind of step away from it, nobody really cares anyway. I'm sorry
At
to say
all.
it that way.
Like never. Like no one ever.
As
Not for
long
the
as they
amount of energy we put into it,
right,
right?
as
It's
long as they
like
know you're okay. Like it's one thing to like disappear because like something tragic happened to you, but like as long as they know you okay and they see you in real life, no one really cares about
right.
if you posting a like a clean,
That is so
cool photo
real.
collage.
You know what it equates to in my mind? You know, if you ever take a group photo, everybody looks at their face first and only. And
Mm-hmm.
they'd be like, oh, it's a good photo. The other person could be cross eyed, looking
Completely
crazy.
cross-eyed, head half your head chopped off. It's like this
Like,
is
but people literally are spending more time aware about their own stuff than they are really looking
Mhm.
at you, unless you out here with a
Yeah.
boogie in your nose and everybody looking at it. But like,
Yeah. No, it's true. But yeah, it's just to me, it's more important to look back and say that I had experiences,
hmm
and I mean, I'm big on document. I've got like 20,000 photos on my phone, but they don't all make it to social media or photo albums or anything like that. And so I think that's the biggest change is just the prioritizing what's important
yeah,
to you. Yeah.
I can see
I
that.
absolutely agree. And that's also it's just making me think that's like a form of self-care, letting that stuff go.
Mhm.
Letting that stuff go because it just like it clouds your brain. It's like too much, too many things going on that are just like you said, kind of not necessary and like people are
Yeah.
not really caring like that. And it frees you up to think clearly and better and more creatively about the things that really do matter and the things that are actually going on that have impact. So I love that. That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
really good one.
I want to I want to think about this. I just saw a video. It's probably old, but it was like a commencement speech with Shonda Rhimes, and she was talking about like a woman who has it all as a mother, and people are always asking her like, how do you do it all? And she was like, I don't. So she
Right.
was like, whenever you see me succeeding in one area in life, you best believe I'm absolutely failing in another area of my life. If
Yeah.
I'm out here and I
Somebody's
made the best,
struggling.
yeah,
Yeah.
somebody is struggling. She
Hmm.
was like, I got the best script on Scandal. Everybody's like, you are amazing. I just accepted this award. She was like, I'm missing bath time, I'm missing story time, and I'm missing swim lessons. She's like, I'm missing all of these things. And she was like, but I'm happier, I'm fulfilled, and I'm whole because I'm finding my joy. But you don't have it all. And I thought I was thinking about that when we were preparing for this episode because I know Tess, like obviously I knew you in singlehood, married, motherhood, and like kind of watching your evolution. One thing that I definitely noticed this year, in particular, with planning for the race, was the weekend. You know, the 2 weeks, 1 week before the race, when you got all the volunteers in the house. Mommyhood showed up. I don't know if you remember that one particular day. Motherhood showed up in a big way, and you had mom came first in that situation,
Uh-huh.
and
Yep.
you told everybody, we got to pack it up, and I gotta handle mommyhood now.
Yep. And that happens way more often than,
Yeah,
than it does not. So, but no, I mean, I think too, I follow a lot of like mom content creators.
yeah,
Really just to keep perspective on all the things. And one of my favorite, and actually this one isn't even a mom. I started following her because she did I thought I liked the way she did Vlogmas one year, so I keep following her. But anyway, she was talking about, just this culture of comparing yourself to what you see, and that just goes back to what you just said.
yeah.
Like we're comparing ourselves, or people do compare themselves to things that they're seeing. You're seeing a 30-second clip of somebody's experience. Like even I was thinking about when I used to do my marathon training videos. Like that was my best era this year
hmm
of social media was during my
Yeah,
Boston training.
you were killing it.
I was
You were
on it,
so
boy.
intentional. Like you was like
Right.
Yes,
dedicated.
It was
that
great.
was so
And I
cool
had
to
fun
see.
with it. I had fun with it because I knew it was a short period of time.
Right.
But if you think about it, I would post a 1-minute video of a 3-4 hour run. And it's like, of course I can make that look however I want it to look.
Right.
I could have showed you all the struggle, or I could have just showed you on when I was in motion. But so it's really important when we're looking at what people are putting out there for whatever reason, that we understand that it's not the full story. It's just a
Yeah.
snippet, and it's what they choose to show us and what they choose to say.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be really important, as we move forward. And I mean, just thinking about the running community or the wellness community, that we understand perspective, of what we're seeing.
That perspective is real. That is very, very, very real. It's hard, especially trying to compare yourself to somebody else. You don't know what is going on behind the scenes. You have no
Yeah,
clue what's going on. I think we were talking about it before. Like the best person to compare yourself to is you. Where were you
yeah,
6 months ago? Where were you last year? Where were you 5 years ago? And where are you now? And that's your best like kind of barometer to see things. And you'll be surprised when you do that. It actually makes you feel better. Like wow, I would have really been fussing somebody out for this last year, but this year I feel a little bit more chill about it. It doesn't matter to me as much.
even
yeah,
So
even the weight of like you were saying earlier with the perspective, having perspective of perfection, and then knowing that the show is still gonna go on, right? It
yeah,
ain't gonna look as clean as you thought it was. Half the stuff that we have hopes for will have a different ending or outcome anyway. But it happens. The show must go on, and it will continue to
yeah.
happen, right?
Yeah, and too, and I'm sure we'll get into this when we start talking about the events, but
Yeah.
you really got to keep in perspective what's most important to people. Like, is it more important for them to have all these cool social media visuals, or to literally get to wherever they're going and have those visuals?
Yeah.
The marketing is one thing, but the experience that you're creating is way more important than the experience you're trying to sell, if that makes sense.
It is.
And the thing that we're fortunate with the race is that we have so much to show because of 8 years of history. So the story just kind of tells itself. Um, but like when we start talking about Bermuda, our biggest challenge right now is trying to show people what it is that we want them to experience, because it hasn't happened yet.
Right.
Um, and anytime that you're launching something new or doing something new, um, you really have to be authentic in how you showcase what it is, because people are going to show up, and then they're going to be expecting whatever it is that you showed them or told them it was going to be.
right. That's very, very
Yeah.
true. I can say one thing because we're going to start talking about Bermuda right now. I can say one thing. When Elise first told me about it, I was like, "Tess putting it on? I'm going. I'm there. What she need? What she need? I don't, just tell me about it later, but tell her yes." That's literally what it was. Tell me about it later. We'll figure it out later, but tell her yes. And it's only two people I can say right now that I would say that about putting on an event or doing something like that. And both of them are on this podcast.
Woo,
Both
good thing
are on
we
this
partnered
podcast.
together, Elise.
I know, right? Right.
I know. Imagine the powerhouse together. Y'all gonna be in for a treat.
Yeah.
Very excited. Well, we going international. Race Retreat to Bermuda is happening in March of 2026. And so one thing, Tess, I wanted to bring up, especially on this whole self-care platform, is just the art of an international event. Beyond that, one of the things that you said really early on that made me smile inside was when you first stepped foot in Bermuda, you instantly fell in love with the country.
Hmm.
Why is that?
Well, I think the way that it was, and if you don't mind, just a quick backstory. I'm trying to figure out a way to tell this story as
Yeah.
quickly as possible. But I was introduced to the whole idea of coming to Bermuda, by a friend, Hazel Clark. And Hazel Clark is a U.S. Olympian, in the 800 meters. She met a Bermudan man, married him, went to Bermuda, had a beautiful daughter. And then I think the country of Bermuda, knew that she was there, and they were like, "Hey, we need to tap into this, icon that we have living amongst us," and hired her to become the director of sports and tourism for Bermuda Tourism Authority. So Hazel and I worked together in Atlanta when she was living here on community events, and she saw the kind of things that I was doing. Obviously, heard about things like the race and our run social
Mhm.
events and our give back. and kept pressing me, hey Tess, you need to come to Bermuda and check out what we have going on here. They're giving out grants, they're encouraging tourism to Bermuda, and I think you could do something really cool here. So she hit me up, I would say like 4 years in a row.
Wow.
Test, check it out. And then finally I was like, okay, Hazel, let's make some time during 2024, and that is that we all know that was the Olympic year.
Yeah.
So I remember she went over to the Olympics, and she got back in August of 24, and we went over there, and literally, like you just said, got there, and obviously it's a beautiful country. I was learning so much about it. My time leading up, it's very unique. Um, like many people, my first thought was that, oh, this is a Caribbean island. And you find out really quickly it's not a Caribbean island. It's just a beautiful little island right in the middle of the ocean, due east of Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit northeast of Atlanta. And I think for me, anytime I travel out of the country, I just love stepping into another reality because, leaving the US is almost kind of like a little treat these days.
Well, for sure, for sure, it is a treat.
Because I never forget the very first time I went international, it hit me like these people don't know nor care about US issues.
Wow.
Like they might know, but like it's not their daily thing to worry about. So it's just cool going somewhere where, I'm sure every country has its issues, but like where you just kind of lay your burdens aside and just enjoy the culture. And Bermudians are very, very proud. They're very, from the first person who greets you when you get off the airplane to, our driver that we had all throughout the weekend. And Hazel, she laid out the red carpet for us when we went. It was amazing. So yeah, I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful place, and it's its own country. It's its own person, if you will.
Yeah. I love their origin story because I mean, you think about all of the events, especially in the running culture. But when you think about the fact that this was it's birthed out of like an Olympian level opportunity,
Yeah,
like that's a big deal. You out here with the Olympians. I
yeah,
mean, the race already. We already, kind of have that magic. But like when an event, a national event, becomes an international opportunity, and then it's an Olympian level type of event, and
yeah.
then it's wellness on top of that. I think that is like a big shift in the perspective when we talk about what we need. And so if you could just imagine for a second the experience of somebody who's going to be coming to Race Retreat to Bermuda, what do you hope shifts within them, from an emotional perspective or even spiritual, or what internally, what do you hope shifts within them?
Yeah, so I think the name of the event is really tells the story. What we're trying to do is not go to Bermuda to race. We're going to retreat from the whole concept of a runcation, because it's easy to, I don't say easy, but it's common amongst folks who do travel to run to book your flight, get your bib number, go there, run your race, experience whatever is surrounding the race itself, and even our domestic events. And then those are great experiences, nothing against those, I love those experiences, but we want people to think outside the box about what it means to travel to a country for the purpose of their wellness. And so we're gonna attack topics around mental health. We're going to talk about self-care. We're going to focus in on men's health. So we're really encouraging men to come and experience this. And then we're also going to, of course, talk about running and walking because that's kind of our common denominator.
Yep.
And it might be from a perspective of, I've always wanted to be a runner, but here's a great opportunity for me to get into it. Or maybe you got invited by your friends who always travel for running, but now it's like, hey, this is an event for all of us to come. And then also, able to connect with the country and really immerse ourselves in the culture of Bermuda. So the template that I believe Running Nerds is known for is not just coming in and putting on a race event in a neighborhood or community or even the city of Atlanta or even country of Bermuda, but it's finding where the culture and the community is and seeing where we can meet you to enhance and experience what you have already going on. So, I mean, you can look at just about any race or event that we've hosted over the last 15 years, and it all started with the community
Yeah.
that's there. Instead of, hey, we want to put on a race and we like the park in your neighborhood. So we're going to come there and put on a race in your park. It's like, what can the community how can we embrace the community, learn more about the community, and then add to that community? So,
Which I love,
I
by
think
the
that
way,
approach,
because it's
yeah,
definitely
and that
not.
approach with Bermuda has been the same.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. I love that give back, and I love that. I love the whole concept, really, of being able to like experience Bermuda. Sometimes for some of us, it's going to be our first time going.
Yep.
Super
Definitely
excited.
my first time going, so
It's gonna be mine too. So I'm very,
Yes.
very, very excited to go and just be immersed in the culture. Like you said, it is the race is going to be there, the 5K is going to be there, but the culture and the people, the view, all of it. I'm so here for it. I'm excited.
I love what you
Yeah.
said
And then,
too. I think in our culture, especially Black people, we are used to that concept of what you're talking about, like the gentrification of something. We're used to seeing that people, different things come to your neighborhoods or your community, and then it like tries to force upon a change. We've seen that time and time again in our past. But
yeah.
your approach to race events is to immerse yourself into the community that's there, and add to and enhance and really show people who are new there how they can become part of that, not necessarily them changing it, right? And I love that you take that approach in so many ways. It's meaningful, and I'm sure everybody appreciates it at the end of the day.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Bermuda too, that I mean, I can't comment if it's unique because I haven't been to every country or every
Yeah,
island country, but like when you're there, it's not like you're on a resort and you just live on the resort, and like you're in the country. Like when you walk out your door and walk down the street, you're in there normal downtown where everybody's working. Like we're gonna get there on a Thursday, people gonna be working they 9 to 5 jobs on Thursday.
yeah,
So you're not um you're really in the mix of the country. Like when you go to the beaches and things like that. And the cool thing about Race Retreat to Bermuda, our time frame, we're just outside of the tourist season, so we're gonna be there just before the what is it, cruise ship season starts, just before the high tourism season starts.
okay,
So we're really going to be able to experience like what it's like to be there just when everybody's just grinding on their everyday life, because there's people who literally just live there. They're Bermudan, they're born and raised there. When we went in what month was that? It was August, so it was right at the beginning of the school year. One of my favorite things was seeing kids literally getting off the bus and in their uniforms and like going home.
wow,
It was so cool. Like we just saw little kids getting out of school. And then, like you don't usually get to see that when you're on vacation, you
Right,
know?
no,
right. No, I love that. I love that it's not going to be like that inclusive, like you're just like in this little bubble,
Right.
if you will, and you only see what you see, and you don't see anything else. You actually get to get into it and see the things. So I love that.
Yeah.
awesome. So we were thinking about like the whole word vacation, like
Hmm.
the concept of vacation. I think its core root is to vacate. And I know
Yeah.
sometimes I've gone on vacation and I felt tired coming back because it wasn't really a vacation. Like,
Yes.
what does the word like vacation mean modern day to you?
I mean, I agree. I don't like over planned vacations, but at the same time, I don't like to have to make a million decisions when I'm on
Me neither.
vacation. So
Yeah.
I think like when we were thinking about how to plan our itinerary for race retreat, it's going to be a good mix of like, here's some things that we have planned for you to do so you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like, how am I going to meet all the people that are there? We got a welcome night event where you're just going to come and meet and greet, sit. We have a beautiful reception area. We got a host that's going to, curate the experience. Um, and then our big workshop day will be kind of like a long, flowy day. You'll get a chance to do what you want to do. So it's not like this is where I have. So it's not going to be like a work conference where you have like this meeting I have to be at.
Right.
And then we wanted to a lot of time for you to be able to either do the touristy stuff, or if you just want to sit on the beach, for your free time, you can do that. So to me, vacationing is like you said, you're vacating your normal life. We're retreating away from the everyday life. Like we just went on a little 2 day event, a vacation this weekend after Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
And I was just adamant. I brought my computer with me because I had to do one little thing, but that computer was in a bag in a
All right.
corner. It was okay not to
Oh,
check my emails.
What? That's
I mean,
beautiful.
yeah. So I
did
think,
you check it at least once?
yeah, I mean, I did. I
Oh,
pulled it
okay.
out at least once. I mean, you got an email about, what was it, Cyber Monday? I had to send my little Cyber
Really
Monday email out.
testing them.
But it went out at like 12 o'clock, though. It wasn't in your inbox when you woke up. So that just tells you, I waited until I was ready to
I
send the
like
email.
it.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. I love that. I love that. I
Yeah.
think I try to look up some quick little fun things about vacationing, and it supposedly has a profound impact on mental health.
Yes.
Which I can see because you are vacating. You're kind of not doing the day-to-day humdrum, all the high, energy things that you have to do. It reduces stress, improves your mood, which in turn boosts your creativity,
Yeah.
and has those long-term effects of building connections. All of the things that I hear you talking about that you're building for the experience, for Bermuda, is exactly what they're saying it's supposed to be. In other words, like, that's great.
And not for
And I
nothing.
think too, it's important to have something on your schedule. And I tell Elise all the time,
Yes,
what you got on your count, what do you have to look
you
forward
do.
to?
You know what? I
Yes.
really
Yeah.
love that you do that. Before we start every meeting,
Hmm.
you're like, "Are you looking forward to something?" Like before and after. Like it's always like a, "What's going on?" Just giving you joy. Like that little checkpoint is so important.
Yes,
Yeah. Because it's
absolutely.
hard. Sometimes you can't focus on what's giving you joy. Like for me, like this last 2 weeks of my work year,
Yeah.
I got to stay focused because all I want to do is just watch the Merry Little Christmas series up on the couch with some hot cocoa. I don't want to be
Okay.
on
No,
emails
for
and,
real.
you know.
Hmm.
One thing
So you got to have something to look forward to. Yeah.
that's so important. One thing that when Quandras, we were talking about some of the benefits, just to kind of circle back to what we were talking about earlier with perspective, and I think there's something empowering by going away and seeing how different people live and operate that
Hmm.
expands your mindset, that also
Hmm.
helps your mental health, like because sometimes when you don't know how other people are living, you just have this worldview, right? And expanding
Yes.
Right.
your worldview is healthy. It's very healthy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So important. And like I mentioned, my very first time traveling, it blew my mind that these people didn't know or care about what was going on in the United States.
Wow.
Like it took me a moment to like conceptualize it, and then
Hmm.
then I started getting to that because I think this was when I went. I think I went to Paris when I was in college. So this is 2000. So I'm not even talking about our current climate. So
Hmm.
imagine now how freeing it can be
I mean,
to vacation and get away.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And they say that international travel definitely brings about perspective and those
Hmm.
shift in in the world views that you think that are like everybody thinks like you. They don't.
right.
Yeah.
They care about what you care about. They don't.
Yeah.
I say, especially U.S. citizens, we have main character energy in a big way,
For
and
real.
so
Yep.
we need to go out of the country and see some things. One of my friends, April Quandras, she always used to say, "See
Yes.
some world,
Oh,
see some world." I
use the
love that.
world.
See some
Yes,
world.
yes. I like that.
Yeah, but I know Queen Beauty podcast. We are so excited to be part of the race retreat as a facilitator and to help with presenting all of the presenters. The presenters. Let's talk for a minute about some of the presenters,
Hmm.
nationally recognized presenters that we have here at Test. Like I'm super excited about all of the expertise that is
Yes.
coming to this event.
Yeah, I don't even think the collective realizes how like awesome they are. Because we've only had just one kind of Zoom meeting with everybody on board, and then I think when the announcements came out, but basically we did a national search for presenters, and the three fields of mental health and self-care, running and
Yeah.
training, um, as well as men's health. And we left men's health broad because sometimes I think just having a man present something is men's health. Because with these types of retreats, we typically will draw, and we did draw a big majority female contingent, which is great. But we did want to have some male voices present, including our keynote speaker and lead facilitator, Dane Robinson. So I'm so glad to get Dane on board. So yeah, we just have a lot of perspectives. Some of their session topics I think are going to be, it's going to be tough for people to choose like what track they want to be on, because there's a lot of really good information. But I think that's the way to do it. And at least people will come one way and be transformed and go back another way, and hopefully make some new friends, some new connections, and think about the rest of their year in a different way. And I think it's really cool that this event happens in Q1, just because like it really gives you an opportunity to put into practice whatever you're going to get out of it
Yeah,
for the rest of the year. Yeah.
absolutely. I was thinking about that
Good.
too. You know,
Mhm.
everyone beyond the New Year's resolution phase of life. My phone is doing something. Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So beyond the resolution phase, 2026, every new year, we want to be different. We want to do better. But strategically implanting a whole entire wellness retreat in Q1 really sets the tone in like being intentional about transforming your year. We have a lot that we want to do, but I think the race retreat and with the people that are going to be speaking are going to create a lot of opportunity to hold people accountable for how they want to
Mhm.
think, how they want to be intentional about the remainder of the year. So I think even that alone is like super exciting to be a participant, to be a presenter in whatever capacity, being around that energy. You're going to be at the end of the year
Yeah.
reflecting like, dang, that was my word, or this was how I was going to set out for the entire year, for April, Q2, heading into Q2, like that whole thing, and then see where you are. Like I'm already fast forwarding to the end of the year just from being a participant in a participant's shoe. And
Yeah.
it's exciting and rewarding.
Yeah. Are you guys the type that think of like, is January 1st the beginning of the year for you, or do you need that whole month of January? Like for me, January is stressful. It's like it's right after December. We
Right,
just
right.
finished. Why we gotta start already? I'm not really warmed up until mid-February.
Right. That's why I think that the fact that the retreat is going to be in March is perfect. Because
Absolutely.
even if I was just thinking vision board, it's like vision board planning time and
Yeah.
whatnot, and I think that like we all try to like shoot out of the box. We want in our mind, not in like reality. In our mind, we shoot out of the box. But I think going here, like Elise said, to hear all those great speakers and presenters and its wellness, it's kind of going to tap in already. I already know to a few of my buckets with the wellness discussion, with running the 5K, with traveling internationally, like all of those things is going to hit. So if those are on your vision board, come on out because you're going to get it all met. One, we're absolutely fun weekend. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So, Tess, how can people get down with Bermuda?
Yeah. So again, the event's called Race Retreat to Bermuda. It is on Run Sign Up. This is our partner platform for all of our events. So I think if you just Google Race Retreat to Bermuda, we should be the only ones that come up.
Come on, SEO.
Um, yes, there you go. And then, of course, if you want to join our email list, we do send out monthly emails, maybe a little bit more frequent as we get closer. You can follow Race Retreat to Bermuda on our Instagram and TikTok, which is race.retreat. Yeah, and so we're growing. There's a little landing page at the raceuc.com/race retreat to Bermuda. But I mean, really, you want the nitty gritty information, just go directly to the registration page, because that's what has everything you need to know. And then, of course, you can hit up the Queen Beauty podcast, as they are ambassadors,
Yes.
presenters, facilitators, and participants. So if you're listening to this and you have a direct connection to Elise, and Quandris. And then also, if you're listening to this and you are a corporate, like you're in corporate America and you work with a company that has any kind of wellness
Yes.
incentives, travel incentives, a group of folks, a group of folks in your community that love to travel on the company's dime, please hit us up because we have those opportunities available. If you're listening to this and you have a family, maybe you have your husband and wife, or wife and wife, or husband and husband, and y'all got like grown kids, this would be a great opportunity. I know a few families that are coming with their grown kids.
Wow.
We might be the only ones there with a toddler. So if somebody else is coming with a toddler, let me know
I
so we
was gonna
can get
ask
some play
if
dates
Layla was
going.
coming. I didn't know, so I was.
We ain't got that kind of babysitting fun. So you got to
I
come
hear
with us.
you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So, but no, but yeah, please find us, ask questions,
Absolutely.
ask lots of questions, because every time we get questions, it makes us think, more about what people want. And I can't emphasize enough that like we're not just going to Bermuda, we are going there to connect with Bermuda on a high level. We have partner with probably the best ambassador for the country. Her name is Kristen White. If she ain't the president of the country,
Legit.
she should be. So yeah, seriously. And then also Grateful Miles Run Club, which is one of the most active and consistent run clubs on the island, and they're comparable to any like statewide, national, or like a national run club that you'll see here in the US, as well as the Bermuda Triangle Challenge and all of their organizers and facilitators. And they're all just very welcoming and excited for the event.
I love that, and it's interesting.
Oh,
Oh, the
I got to
hat.
talk about our host hotel. So, yes, of course, our host hotel, Hamilton Princess,
Yes.
which we vetted all of the hotels on the island. And Hamilton Princess just kept coming up. Best place to host our conference style retreat. Best place, best rooms, best location on the island, centrally located. You can get to everywhere. And they have literally rolled out the red carpet for our participants. We got a group room rate that you will not be able to find a better price at the hotel other than our group rate. So if somebody finds something better than that, you'll let me know because we were promised the best rate you can find. And just absolutely beautiful. It's pretty much like a art museum resort style feeling hotel, but it's right in the middle of Hamilton Parish, which is their kind of main city like parish. So
Nice.
yes, and this is Hamilton Princess right here.
Love it. That, and that's such a beautiful. The photos, I'm sure don't do it justice, but the photos alone, are beautiful, like phenomenal
Yeah.
of the Princess Hotel, and I'm just like, I can't wait. That's a retreat in itself. Sitting in
Oh
a
yeah.
plush style, luxury style hotel is lit. I love that. Yes. All right. Well, I think that we needed to let the people know, Quandris, that we have a whole entire group. Okay, so Queen Beauty, we have a group that's at the race
Yes.
retreat. So if you want to come, we encourage you all to shout out, come with the self care mindset, and join our group.
Absolutely.
We got to plug ourselves now, and then also,
We do.
and also, I wear a lot of hats, so then I'm gonna put my Running Nerds partnership hat on for sponsors. Right now, if you trying to sponsor Race Retreats to Bermuda, we would love to talk to you. I would love to talk to you personally. Tess, we get a meeting together, but we can make really an incredible way for your brand to be showcased the entire time. And it's going to be excellence at its core, high quality style, because that's all we know how to do. We don't know how to do anything else but that. So,
That's right.
but Tess, no, it's been so great having you on our podcast. Thanks for coming back. Coming back
Yes.
evolves with different perspectives, mindsets. I feel like the tip of the day is just honing in on perspective in life 360. Everybody's got a different story, unique story, and it's never going to be a clip. So definitely double tap onto your people and be intentional with them and hope that you make 2026 your year for transformation.
All right. Well,
Absolutely.
thank you. I really appreciate all you all do in the wellness community. So keep it going. Let's get ready for a strong and impactful 2026.
Love it.
Absolutely.
So, Quan, before we head
Thank you.
out, you got some reflective
Okay.
thoughts? What you got? What you got for us?
My reflective thought, the thing that stuck out to me the most was really, like you said, the perspective and the culture, like being there for the culture. That's
Mm-hmm.
something that really just stood out for me, because in seeing that culture and getting those different perspectives in other areas, I think it kind of ties back into your own self awareness, and looking at how you view things differently, and that it's okay to view things differently because different things are happening out there in other cultures.
Yeah.
For sure. So thank you so much for spending time today with your listening ears, or if you're watching us on YouTube, what's up? Check us out for the show notes that are be linked in reference about the race retreat to Bermuda, the race, and more. You can find our entire suite of podcast episodes. Episode 26 was that 2021 episode that we did on dope relationships with Tess, when she came for us, and that was in April of 2021. So if you're curious, we're going to put that link on there as well. But visit us at www.queenbeautypodcast.com and email us for any thoughts, comments, or questions at queenbeautypodcast@gmail.com. Apparently, our search for self-care Black women and podcasts come up. So people have been reaching out.
There you go.
People have been reaching out
There
to
you
us.
go.
So come on now. Come on. Come to the party. We got a
Come
whole
on in.
self-care party in the space.
Welcome
Self-care
to the tribe.
party.
Please subscribe to our podcast for instant access to new episodes. Leave a 5-star rating and review. As is already mentioned, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook, TikTok, Queen Beauty Podcast. We will see you here soon for more quality time with Queen Beauty. Peace and love.
Ciao.